Today we are going to discuss about the topic perimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but the total length of the sides of any two-dimensional shape. So how do we find out the perimeter of a particular figure? It can be found out by adding the length of the sides of any particular shape. If the shape is an irregular one, then we will have to use a string of thread to place it along the boundary of the shape, and whose length is nothing but the perimeter of the shape. So where is perimeter actually being used in day-to-day life? We find the perimeter of the boundary of soccer field, or if in the case of a table mat, if you want to round the table mat using a ribbon, then you need to find out the perimeter of that table mat, and the ribbon which is required to cover the border of the table mat can be bought. So let's move on to the different geometrical shapes that are available where we find out the perimeter. First one, we will deal with triangle. Triangle is nothing but a geometrical shape which is three-sided. So in this figure that is shown, we have side 1 which is of length A, side 2 which is of length B, and side 3 which is of length C. So in order to find out the perimeter of this particular triangle, we have to add up the lengths of each of the sides of this particular triangle, which is nothing but perimeter of a triangle, which is equal to A plus B plus C. Let's look out for some of the examples. We have different types of triangles. One would be scalene triangle, where we have different lengths for all the three sides of the triangle. An equilateral triangle, where the sides of the triangle are equal in length. An isosceles triangle, where only two of its sides are equal. So first, let's speak about the scalene triangle. So in this figure, which is drawn out over here, side 1 is of length 2 cm, side 2 is of length 3 cm, side 3 is of length 1 cm. So how do we actually find out the perimeter of this triangle 1? It is nothing but the sum of each of the sides. So perimeter of this triangle 1 would be 2 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 1 centimeter, which is equal to 6 centimeters. So we have found out the answer as 6 centimeter, which is the perimeter of this triangle. So moving on to the next example, which is of triangle 2, which is an equilateral triangle. So from the name of equilateral triangle itself, we know that the sides of this particular triangle are all same in length. So if one side of a particular equilateral triangle is of 2 cm as shown in the figure, then the other two sides will also be of 2 cm. So how do we find out the perimeter of this triangle 2? It is nothing but you have to add up all the three sides length. So it is 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 6 cm. Or you can also use thrice the side of one particular length. Length of one particular side. So perimeter of triangle 2 would be 3 into 2, which is equal to 6 cm. So next example would be an isosceles triangle, where two sides are of equal length and the third side is of different length. So perimeter of this triangle 3 will be 2 centimeters plus 2 centimeter plus 1 centimeter, which is equal to 5 centimeter. So let's move on to the next type of geometrical figure, which is nothing but quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are geometrical figures which are of four sides. So given as a particular quadrilateral of sides of length A, B, C and D centimeters respectively. So how do we find out the perimeter of this quadrilateral, which is nothing but sum of the lengths of the sides, that is A plus B plus C plus D. So that turns out to be A plus B plus C plus D. Moving on to the first type of quadrilateral, which is nothing but a square. Square has the length of all the four sides equal. So if side 1 is of length A centimeters, then it would be the same for all of its sides. So all the four sides will be of A centimeters. So how do we find out the perimeter? So perimeter of the square is nothing but you have to add up a plus a plus a plus a, which is equal to 4a, where a is the length of one side of a square. So let's see one example of a square. Given figure is a square which has a side length of 2 centimeters. So perimeter of this square is nothing but 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Or by applying the same formula that we have seen earlier, we can say that it is 4 times the length of one side of the square, which is equal to 4 into 2, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Moving on to the next type of quadrilaterals, which is rectangle. Given as a rectangle picture, so we have one side of L centimeters, which is nothing but the length of this rectangle, and the shorter side can be represented as B centimeters, which is the breadth of the rectangle. So how do we find out the perimeter of this rectangle, which is nothing but L plus B plus L plus B, which is equal to 2L plus 2B, which is equal to 2 into L plus B, where L stands for the length of this rectangle and B stands for the breadth of this rectangle. So let's see some examples. In this figure of rectangle 1, we have the length of this particular rectangle as 4 centimeters, while the breadth is 1 centimeter. So the perimeter of this rectangle 1 turns out to be 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1, which is equal to 10 centimeter. Or by applying the above formula, we can write that it is 2 into L plus B, which is equal to 2 into 4 plus 1. 4 is the length and 1 is the breadth here. So which is equal to 10 centimeters. So moving on to the next type of quadrilateral, which is a rhombus. Rhombus has length of all the 4 sides equal. So if we have a rhombus of side length a centimeters, the other 3 sides will also have length a centimeters, and perimeter of the rhombus will be adding up the side lengths of each of the side, which is equal to a plus a plus a plus a, which is equal to 4a, where a is the length of the side of a rhombus. So moving on to one example of rhombus, we have a rhombus figured out over here, which has a side length of 2 centimeters. So the perimeter of this rhombus one would be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Or by using the above formula, we can write it as 4 times the length of one side, which is equal to 4 into 2, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Moving on to the next type of quadrilateral, which is a parallelogram. One side is of length b centimeters and the other side is of length a centimeters. So the side which has a length of b centimeters has an opposite side which is parallel to it of the same length, which is b centimeters, and the side which has a length a centimeter has an opposite side parallel to it of the same length, which is a centimeters. So perimeter of this parallelogram would be a plus b plus a plus b, which is equal to 2a plus 2b, which is equal to 2 into a plus b. So in this example of parallelogram, we have one side of 3 centimeters, other side of 2 centimeters. So by using the definition of perimeter of parallelogram, we can write it as 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 10 centimeter. Or by using the same formula as described above, it would be 2 into a plus b, which is equal to 2 into 3 plus 2, which is equal to 10 centimeters. Next quadrilateral would be a trapezium. So in this trapezium, we have the length of all 4 sides different. So side 1 is of length a centimeters, side 2 is of length b centimeters, side 3 is of length c centimeters, and side 4 is of length d centimeters. So the perimeter of this trapezium is nothing but a plus b plus c plus d. So in an example of trapezium, which is figured over here, trapezium 1, which has side 1 of 1 centimeter, side 2 of 3 centimeter, side 3 of 2 centimeters, side 4 of 4 centimeters. The perimeter of trapezium 1 would turn out to be 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4, which is equal to 10 centimeters. So next type of geometrical figure would be a polygon, which is nothing but a geometrical shape which has sides more than 4. So in this particular polygon, which is drawn over here, we have side 1 of a centimeter, side 2 of b centimeter, side 3 of c centimeters, side 4 of d centimeters, side 5 of e centimeters, and there are other more sides which proceeds so as to follow and then meets ultimately at the original position. So this perimeter of this polygon would be sum of the side lengths of this polygon, which is equal to a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus etc. up to n, based on the number of sides which is there in that particular polygon. So if we consider a pentagon, which is nothing but a 5-sided polygon, we have 5 sides. Each of the sides will have different length, a plus a, b, c, d and e. So perimeter of this pentagon, a polygon which is a pentagon, would be a plus b plus c plus d plus e. In case if the length of all the sides of this particular pentagon are same, then we can find the perimeter of this particular pentagon as 5 into length of a side, since all the sides are of equal length. So moving to an example of pentagon, we have side 1 of 1 centimeter, side 2 of 2 centimeter, side 3 of 3 centimeter, side 4 of 4 centimeter and side 5 of 5 centimeters. So the perimeter of this pentagon one would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is equal to 15 centimeters. So another polygon would be hexagon, which is nothing but a polygon of 6 sides. So the corresponding side lengths are given as A, B, C, D, E and F. So the perimeter of this hexagon would be A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. In case if the lengths of all the sides of this particular hexagon are same, then the perimeter can be found out easily by the formula 6 times the length of a side. Let's see an example of a hexagon. In this example of hexagon 1, we have the sides with lengths 2 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters and 1 centimeter. So the perimeter of this hexagon 1 would be 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1, which is equal to 21 centimeters. Next polygon would be an octagon, which is nothing but a polygon of 8 sides. So the corresponding side lengths of each of the sides are given as A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So perimeter of this octagon would be A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H. So in case if the length of all the sides of this particular octagon are same, then the perimeter would be 8 multiplied by length of a particular side. So let's see an example of octagon. In this figure of octagon 1, we have the sides with length 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 6 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 1 centimeter and 3 centimeters respectively. So the perimeter of this octagon 1 would be 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, which is nothing but 26 centimeters. Thank you.